Welcome in, everybody, to Beyond the Logo Building Brand Fandom, Episode 0. Mike,
Thanks for having me, Todd. I'm excited about the prospects for this endeavor. This is going to be a lot of fun.
I think it will be fun. So let's let the people know who we are. Mike, if you could introduce yourself and also just share why
Why we're
you're
doing this?
curious. Yeah, and
Yeah.
why you personally are curious about this fandom stuff.
Okay, so this is a 30-second kind of version that will inevitably go on far longer than 30 seconds.
Of course, I know you.
I'm a professor of quantitative marketing that started working into the realm of sports years ago. And I find myself continually getting back to the notion of fandom because, Todd, I tend to think fandom is actually one of the most important things, one of the most important constructs in our world, because I define fandom as what people are passionate about in terms of culture,
Mm.
right? So I start with sports, but I go to entertainment, I go to politics, I go to brands. And then the real simple answer is fans are the most passionate people in the world.
Yep.
And so fans are people that really drive the world. So, quick version of how I got here, I think this is the thing that matters. This
Mm.
is the fundamental thing that matters for what our culture and society look like.
I love it.
Yeah.
You write books on this, you teach this stuff, you somehow managed to get paid, I guess, to think about this stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, isn't it? Right? That you go from building models of what consumers do to what athletes do to then just thinking about how fans impact the culture. And so, yeah, it's in a lot of ways, it's the greatest thing ever that I can spend my time, I can get paid for thinking about how the world works.
I love it. And good to be here on this journey alongside you. My name's Todd Harris. And yeah, for me, I guess ever since I was even a kid, I just really enjoyed building things and building an audience and community around them. I don't think I honed in on the word fandom until we started working together and talking together, but whether it was trying to make a dope party and have people show up or cheering for my Tar Heel team and hosting watch parties around basketball or building video games and now building live events, I, without knowing it, became a practitioner of trying to build fans because, of course, I, like every human, am a fan, right?
Right.
So that's, yeah, that's me.
So my takeaway from that is you were always interested in how do you build groups?
Yep.
How do you build a group of people that cares about something? And so it's a different look. I don't want to put the fan label on everything, but we get to just about the same place.
We do, yeah.
Yeah.
I probably use the word community even more, but there's a lot of intersection,
Hmm.
and I'm sure we'll explore that. So, anyway, that is us, chat and viewer and listener. And what we're going to be doing on this podcast is having conversations about fandom across all these different dimensions, and then over time inviting guests on to hear how they think about fandom in their domain, right? So, sports, music, gaming, corporate culture, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to be doing.
Well, and if I'll just sort of tag on to that, when I think about what makes fandom special in the modern
Mm,
world, is that it's no look. Already on board saying I think fandom is really kind of what drives society and
yep,
drives culture.
yep.
But what's interesting about it in the modern world, and I think this is really what we're going to touch on, is that fandom isn't just something that happens anymore. Fandom is something that's increasingly steered or engineered. And so that's where our exploration is going to lead, I think, to how do you build fandom communities? How do you manage them? And a little bit of how do you monetize
I
them?
love it. So whether you're a creative industry professional and this is a journey you're on today, or you think it's one you might be on in the future, or you're just a human on planet Earth and you're a fan of something, whether that's football or cricket or Dungeons and Dragons and cosplay, whatever it is, we invite you guys to come on this journey with us. We're going to be publishing episodes on YouTube and on Spotify to start. So, our ask to you, if you're curious about this, is go ahead, drop a follow and subscribe. Look for Beyond the Logo on those platforms and join us on this conversation. So, thanks, y'all.